Keim on earlier today. He's under a lot of pressure and a lot of heat. He's got the #1 pick. Right now, they're rebuilding, and nobody else in that division has the questions at quarterback they do. Rams, Seahawks, San Francisco feel like they got the coach, they got the quarterback. And I asked Steve Keim, you got the #1 pick. A few days out, what are you going to do with it?
It's a part of the process. We have 57 days to figure it out, and it's extremely exciting because, again, there's a number of different ways we can go, and having the first pick in the draft is something that last year, obviously, I didn't want to be a part of, but as we head into the draft this spring, it's extremely exciting.
Is there a possibility that you could see yourself picking a quarterback at 1?
I can't foresee that right now. Again, we know that this is a process we have to go through. And again, I think that what Josh showed us last year on and off the field makes me extremely comfortable that he's our quarterback moving forward.
All right. There you have it. You have to press these guys. But I don't think they'll make the move. I don't. That's my gut feeling.
I don't either.
Either do I. But it's fun, and I do think, I don't know if the Giants will make it. Jacksonville... Listen, this is why I love the draft. Kyler Murray runs around a lot. He's a lot of fun. Johnny Manziel. These exciting players create their own momentum, and the ball gets rolling. And Baker, that ball rolled all the way to #1. And Johnny Manziel, who I didn't even see as an NFL prospect, I said it. I said, Nick Saban, you're wrong. He's not an NFL quarterback. Nick Saban loved him, said he's going to be great. I'm like, no, he's not. Tebow and Manziel I never bought into, and Manziel talked his way, wrecked this league into a first-round pick. So coming up on Speak for Yourself, is LeBron still long? Next.
All right, welcome to Speak for Yourself. I'm Jason Whitlock. That's Marcellus Wiley, that dude.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we'll tell you if LeBron or Kyrie is having a harder time handling disappointment this year.
And I've got another Hoops edition of the Emmy Award-winning That Dude's Dude.
Dun, 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 dun.
But we start every day with a Whitlock. Hit him. What you got today, big dog?
In the first season of the popular HBO show Game of Thrones, a wild boar gored King Robert Baratheon on a hunting trip, causing the drunken ruler's death in the ensuing days. King Robert Baratheon ruled for 17 years. A fierce soldier, he came to power when he overthrew the Mad King during Robert's rebellion. By the time of his death, King Robert had grown bored, fat, lazy on defense, and was rarely seen without a glass of wine in at least one hand. He desperately demanded that mega superstar swordsman Lord Eddard Stark leave his hometown and form a super team with him at King's Landing. Any of this sound familiar? King LeBron James, first of his name, is he the NBA's King Robert Baratheon? This is how kings die. Bored, lazy on defense, rarely seen without a goblet of wine, desperate to cover their weaknesses with alliances with stronger partners. The other telltale sign is when the peasants in the king's small council start gossiping about his demise. Yesterday, Fox Sports Radio host Doug Gottlieb had a fascinating take.
We thought that LeBron's people panicked to go get Anthony Davis because the players around him weren't good enough. When maybe, just maybe, the reason the Lakers and LeBron James team panicked was because they realized LeBron isn't good enough anymore.
ESPN Stephen A. Smith, a former member of the Kings Guard, called James the Lakers' biggest problem and proclaimed, from this day forward, we're going to stop calling LeBron the best player in the world. The Lakers' loss to the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday caused many of the subjects in LeBron's kingdom to begin the search for a new ruler. I say, pump the brakes. The rumors of LeBron's death have been greatly exaggerated. He's wounded, no doubt, but his injuries are not life-threatening. The end of his rule of the NBA is nearing, but it's not here yet. LeBron James is still the best player in the NBA. He's just bored and distracted and too full of himself. He has one more MVP season left in him, and I expect we'll get it next season. The unloading of his basketball bandwagon is the exact motivation he needs to abandon his wine cellar, unplug from the delusion of social media, and return to form as the league's best player. Criticism is the fuel for athletic greatness. LeBron has been denied that fuel for far too long. Next year, I would still rather have LeBron James than any other players in the association. All right, joining the desk now, our NBA veteran Jim Jackson and Yahoo Sports NBA insider Chris Haynes. Marcel, I'll start with you. Is King James still the king? Is he still the best player in the NBA?
I'm going to let LeBron answer this first. If you saw LeBron's facial expression behind you through your Whitlock, pretty amazing how he was looking at you like, bruh, you ain't got to lie, Craig. Look at him right now. You over here defending a dude who's like, you can't defend me in this situation. I'm not going to let Kevin Durant going to the Warriors cloud my vision on who's the best individual player in the game of basketball. Because I think that's what happened. A lot of people said since he joined a winning championship team, we're going to always take credit away from Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant not only has answered the bell countless times, but even against LeBron James in the finals, two-time finals MVP with a skill set that is unmatched, 7 feet basically, out there taking on guards, playing defense, and doing everything you could ask under the sun offensively. That said, it's amazing what's going on right now with LeBron James. People still are defending him. I'm an apologist. He's in the GOAT conversation, but he's not in the best player right now in the NBA conversation. You know why? Because there's a moment where you see something, but then you're trying to get the confidence. You're trying to get it mustered up to just say it and believe it. And now we have evidence. And the evidence is, I fell off a cliff. I know what it feels like, and I was never at the heights of a LeBron. But I know when them pistons, them cylinders, they ain't firing the same. I know what they look like. And I know when you start saying, I'm going to activate. I know when I start saying, nah, coach, watch next week. As soon as you start saying that, boy, everybody who's been in the game knows, like, oh, bro, it's a problem. Because you remember the days when you didn't have to say nothing, and it all happened. LeBron's in them stages, man. He's coming down that hill. Hopefully he has some good breaks.
I think, the Whitlock, it was very creative. Have we gotten to the point, you touched on some of those things where the king in the movie kind of matches up and aligns with what LeBron is going through. One criteria, is he fat? Is LeBron fat now?
He thicker than
lazy.
He's lazy.
He's thinking what?
The Lakers white jerseys. Look at LeBron in the
White don't do well with everybody.
He used to do well with LeBron.
Hey, they tell you don't wear white on TV. They tell you don't do that. So I'll give him a pass on that. Right. But no, I don't think. I think right now it's very convenient for everybody to jump on LeBron and say that he's not the best right now. I think he still haven't fully recovered from that injury. So I would give him that. But look, if we're talking about...
Is he still the best, Chris?
Yeah, look, But listen to what I'm saying. If we're not going to declare him the best, who is?
What? You're up there. You're up in the Bay Area. You don't think Kevin Durant's better than LeBron?
No.
You think about that.
Wow. No more interviews for you.
Hey, Chris, you're not getting in the locker room anymore.
The podcast.
And I'm going to see you next week at the game. And you're going to be sitting with me.
Don't dodge, Jim.
Speak your mind,
LeBron's still the best player to me.
Thank you.
Right now, he's averaging 27, 9, and 8, okay? Is he playing the best basketball? No. No, he's not. He's not playing. His workload is much more than it is with Kevin Durant, okay? Than it is with Giannis. Than it is with any other player we're talking about, maybe other than Harden, but Harden does have the help, okay? So there comes something with being the guy for so long, okay? As soon as there's a chink in the armor, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go at it. And LeBron has brought a lot of this on himself too, though, okay? His defense right now, you see, one thing we all know from playing sports, tape don't lie. So you can preach one thing and say, guys, we need to do A, B, C, and D. And then when that tape comes on and you're not doing it, that causes concern inside the locker room, okay? It's a difference if your ability says you can't do it and we gotta hide you. But when you're not trying to do it, but yet you're preaching something else. See, this is where the confusion, this is where I think the butting of the heads comes from inside the locker room, is those little things right there. Saying one thing, but then, especially on the defensive end of the court, not living up to that standard. And that's where, you know, the locker room stuff is going at.
I like Chris's point that summarized. if not LeBron, then who? And I'm not. And unless we can go into what I'm talking about next season, I still see LeBron at the start of that. He's the best player in the league. He'll be healthy. He'll be motivated. He'll have a chip on his shoulder. He will return to all of his glories next season. And the people jumping off the bandwagon are doing it a year too early. Next year,
yes, you are, Marcellus.
No,
yes, you are.
I'm not biting my tongue. I answered who is Kevin Durant. For the good, there's a bad. Look, Kevin Durant joining the Warriors, it makes it easier in terms of if you're game planning against him, you have so many people to game plan. I understand it's an easier road. But at the same time, you also can't go off like you want to because you got to respect that there is a 1A and a 1B situation up here. You have to respect that Klay Thompson needs his shots. So you don't see full Durant either. So what's going to happen is next year, if he takes his free agency somewhere else, bet against Durant next year when he can
here's
have
the thing,
full.
though. The opposite side of it is we don't see full Durant when the pressure comes and he has to carry a team either, okay? Because we've seen that with LeBron. We've seen that with LeBron, so we don't have anything.
What about the finals?
Hold on, no.
Because of Golden State?
Who was he?
He went the biggest shot against LeBron.
Wait, did he carry the team there?
No.
Okay, so just what I'm saying.
Well, LeBron didn't carry the team to a championship either. Kyrie was there. Hello, remember? When Kyrie wasn't there, they didn't win it.
Oh, you comparing Golden State to Cleveland?
I'm not doing it. I understand that there's a positive and there's a negative.
No, what I'm saying is that we haven't yet seen that with Kevin when maybe he goes somewhere else, has one guy, and now in those pressure situations when he has to do it consistently, now we can
What championship has LeBron won without a side?
I said get to the championship.
Or at least get there now?
07.
Okay.
07 with that Cleveland team.
The Thunder went to a championship with him, Westbrook, and Harden off the bench.
Who did he have? He had Westbrook and Harden, and he had Ibaka.
Right.
What I'm saying,
hold up.
07. No, this is what I'm saying. It's hard. Whenever you try to gauge apples to apples, you can't do it.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
Put KD on the Lakers right now. What's the record?
I don't know.
I bet you I
Put Kareem on the Lakers right now. What's the record?
I bet you I do.
Hold on. No, we don't know, but do you have an opinion? That's a fair question.
Yes.
If Kevin Durant were on the Lakers, would they be better
Come on, Jimmy.
than they are right now
With the
LeBron?
current injuries and everything like that was going on? No.
Oh, man, stop.
No.
Stop.
If Kevin Durant were on the Lakers, would they have a better record than they do right now? I say yes.
You say yes, huh?
I say
With the current injuries, everything, the same things that went on.
But is Durant, will he be injured for a month?
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about the same thing. You got to keep that in mind. They were in fourth place before LeBron got hurt.
Here's what I would say.
Here's a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll say this.
I'm just saying, they still
I think LeBron's the better player, but I think in this situation, trying to deal with a collection of other players, Kevin Durant would handle it better.
You mean better fit?
Yeah.
You mean better fit
Not just
personality?
better
I'm talking about personality-wise and stuff like that.
Personality-wise,
I agree
playing with these guys, he would handle it better than LeBron. He wouldn't lay down on defense the way LeBron has. Again, that's my criticism of LeBron.
Yeah.
I do think, to me, LeBron will be my favorite to win MVP next season because he will be fully motivated because we have denied him real criticism. And I'm telling you,
and
that's
when you
the
say
fuel.
we, and when you say Whitlock, Whitlock, when you say we, you mean Marcellus. Because he's been denying him and disrespecting the king. You have to